There is a difference between a transgender woman. There is a difference between a transgender woman and a woman. Okay, I can see why some people are like, some people are like, a transgender woman should not identify as woman because they were not born woman. They were born man. So you saying a trans woman saying that they should be identified as a woman, or why they can't just identify themselves as a woman, is because there is a distinction between a trans woman and woman. That's why. There is a distinction. There's a reason why you're a trans woman and not a woman. Because there is a distinction. The distinction in the name is because there is a distinction in natural, the naturalization or the natural form. There is a distinction. So that distinction needs to remain, because if it doesn't, that could be taken as lying by omission, kind of. And that's not okay to me. That's not okay. So if you know that you meet the criteria for that distinction, you should not, in my opinion, identify yourself as what you were not naturally born into. So I don't know. I don't know about that. So I guess if it's a social atmosphere and the people around you are supportive of you calling yourself woman, I guess in your settings like that, I guess it's okay, because it would be a personal setting. But as far as the public is concerned, not everybody is gonna share in their interest. No, not everybody's gonna support that, because there are a lot of us out here who were born natural women, and we do not meet the distinction criteria to be labeled as a trans woman. Mm-mm. So if you are a trans woman, you meet the distinction criteria of the trans woman. Okay, you meet that distinction from the woman. There's a distinction there. It needs to be maintained, because that's how it's formed. It's formed that way, so it needs to stay that way because it was formed that way. Nobody can deny that there is a distinction between a trans woman and a woman. There is a distinction, and it needs to stay that way. Because, like I said, it not being disclosed, it being the distinction, if it's not disclosed to someone else, that is the same as lying by omission. So you could be taking away the other person's right to information from you. That's not okay, because people have a right to know certain information significant to them or significant to a partnership with someone else, where without that without that criteria being met, you wouldn't be with that person. So that's not okay to keep that from someone. Not in my opinion. I do not think that that is okay. I think it's absolutely okay for you to say, I am a woman, but I am a trans woman. Something to that effect. Where you might want to identify as a woman, and that's fine, but you're making it known that you meet that distinction when you tell them that you're a trans woman. So I do think that that needs to be disclosed to whoever you pursue. I do not think that that's okay for you to keep that away from them, just like I don't think that it's okay for a straight man to identify to you that he is straight, but he really is DL, and he has a female partner, or he's dealing with a female. That's not okay. That is not okay. DL people are dangerous. Very fucking dangerous. They're very fucking dangerous. I'm telling you. DL people are very fucking dangerous. These are people who refuse to disclose their true nature. They refuse. So they will present as whatever they need to present to get what they want, or get what they desire, I should say. They will do that. So if it's a man that wants a man, that will go a certain way. And then if this same man then wants a female, that will go a certain way. And then he could be going back and forth. And then he can add in others. Because now he done mess with both. He may want to try different variety. And it'll go fine because he's already been with both. This is just a new type. They're dangerous. They're very dangerous people. They can be dangerous. If they're not controlled, they can be dangerous. Yes, they can be. And they're not controlled if they're down low. They're not. Okay? So once they come out as, for instance, bisexual or gay, because it's either one of those situations. Okay? Then it'll be easier for him to kind of like release a lot of things and relax and just be with someone that understands him, gets him or her. And that's all that matters. Where they don't care about anything else. But yeah, so it's not okay for you to hide as a trans woman that you're not a woman by not disclosing that distinction. That's not okay. No, you can't just identify as woman because you're not a woman. You meet the distinction criteria. Why is that okay to hide from someone? Would you want them hiding the fact that they're DL from you? Because y'all are essentially doing the same thing if that's the case. And y'all are okay with that? Why? Would y'all want somebody doing that to y'all? I mean, that's not okay. And that should be known to whoever you're dealing with. And the DLs just need to come out the closet. That's all they asses need to do. Come out the damn closet at this point. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. That shit is dangerous. It been dangerous. That's why so many diseases spread. It's been dangerous. It's been dangerous. It's been dangerous. Too many of them. And this includes husbands and wives. It includes them. Be quiet! I'm talking. This includes husbands and wives. Same thing. Like you're definitely DL if you're married and doing this. And this happens on both sides. The females and the males. What? This is something that maybe should have been discovered or disclosed before marriage. Because when y'all make a commitment to each other, like y'all shouldn't have no secrets like that. That would be a secret to me. You shouldn't have no secret like that. Not to somebody you married to. You shouldn't have that type of secret. No, that is very dangerous. No, that's dangerous. Yeah, I just had to say that. Like, I can appreciate a trans woman that understands that she was born a man. I can appreciate that type of woman, trans woman. They are in reality with what they're doing. They know, like, this is not a game. To me, trans women are a lot like masculine females, like myself. They're a lot like masculine females. But you do have a lot of masculine females out here who understand completely what they doing, what they saying, who they messing with, what they about. They are completely in control of themselves. And you ain't gonna be able to tell them otherwise. It is what it is. So you have masculine females out here that completely understand a trans woman that understands she was born a man, and that shouldn't be kept a secret, because that is the distinction between a trans woman and a woman. And that should be known. And that should be understood. That should be acknowledged. That should be accepted. And changing how you look is maybe forming you to look like a woman. But that's not how you were naturally born and what you were naturally born as. And that should be disclosed. And I appreciate the trans women that understand that about themselves and are not afraid to make sure that's understood, that they're a trans woman. And their partner need to know that too. Because there are men out here who, and men, don't get it twisted, because there are trans women that date women. You have trans women that date women. They want to look like a female, but they're attracted to women. You do have some out here like that. But you also have the ones that are attracted to men. You have the trans women that are attracted to men. And so I don't think that it's okay. I tell you, the weirdest stuff be happening to me. Like, now, how did this happen? But trans women who date trans men, trans women who date men, absolutely, in my opinion, need to disclose that, because a man may just be attracted to your beauty, or your features as a woman, but they may not be gay. So if you don't disclose to them, excuse me, that you are a trans woman and that you were born a man, you are taking away someone's right to information about your orientation, or your natural self, who you really are. That's not okay to me. I don't think that that is a safe way of getting into a situation with someone. And understand that if you are a person who's like this, where you don't disclose that distinction, you could very well be attracting exactly what you are, which is DL men. Because they're doing the same thing that you're doing. And I'm telling you, these men are dangerous. Because if they're DL, they're not making that known to anyone. They're not letting anybody know anything. They're not confirming anything with people. They're just making it to where whatever should be known is known. Whatever is necessary to be known at that time is what they're disclosing. But they might not consider their orientation necessary for you to know. So if they're coming off to you as a man to a woman, they're going to appear masculine. They're going to seem like they're very protective, and they're all about you and taking care of the house and doing what they need to do. That's how they're going to come off. If they're coming off to a female and they see that this female is kind of codependent, or seems like she's naive or gullible, they know that they can get over on not always doing what they present or what they say. And this female is more likely to forgive them because this female is more vulnerable or more gullible. So they play whatever part, they play whatever role they need to play. You have the ones that are DL that are like this. That's dangerous. Very dangerous. So I would just say be careful with that. Not disclosing that distinction. For the same reason why DL men just need to, and DL women too, need to just come out with it already. Like, and you'd be surprised at how many people already know. They just waiting on you to open your mouth. Cause they don't care. Like, if you like me, I don't care. I don't care. That's your business. That don't have nothing to do with me. If you not my partner, that has nothing to do with me. I don't care. That's your business, What does that have to do with me respecting you as a person? Nothing. I can still respect you as a person regardless of how you present. You're doing that for your whatever reasons you're doing that. So that no. So if somebody's making you feel a type of way because of how you present, I'm questioning why you are around this person, or what you and this person have to do with each other, and why. But if it's you who has not accepted that, or you're upset because you are, oh, you were born this way. Maybe this is like a place where this is a security blanket you have going on here over some problem that happened, something, some issue that happened. So there's some insecurity here around this issue. Then once you deal with that, I feel like once you deal with that, you'll be able to let that go and not care so much. Just being real with yourself will help you be real with others, and or be in the moment with others where you understand your reality, you accept your reality. And if people don't accept it, then those are not the people that you need to be around, or those are not the people you need to associate with. And but you have to be okay with that. So it's got to start with you. Because like I said, if you're not accepting something about yourself or in yourself, you're not dealing with some security blanket you've put around something. If you're not dealing with that, then you're disregarding it, you're dismissing it, you're not, and it's going to keep coming back, and it's going to keep coming back, and it's going to keep coming back. You're going to have to keep dealing with it because you're not dealing with it. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to say about that. Y'all just make sure that y'all are being you to whoever you are pursuing or whoever you have interest. Just make sure that you are being who you are. Not feeling like you have to protect your interests so much so that you don't say the things that you should be saying to a person, so as to not take away their right to information about you, because you would want them to disclose that to you if you thought something, but the reality or the true nature is something else, and you had no idea. That could affect you down the road when you do find out, like DL people. All right, y'all, I just had to say that.